Irony alert. I'm going to use social media to talk about how fake social media is. So prepare yourself. Increasingly, we get a flattened view of the world because we're interacting with each other increasingly through vehicles like this, like TikTok, Facebook for the older folks like me, Instagram, Blue Sky, and 1,000 other platforms. We are increasingly propagators of fake news. I'm much more likely to show you my trip to the beach or my hike with my kids in the woods or my glorious life than I am my sleepless nights. So we're getting this flattened view of each other. So what do we do to rehumanize ourselves, to rehumanize each other? Well, first of all, we just recognize, oh, right, this social media view I have of the world is fake news. By its nature, we must recognize that we're not getting the whole story. But more importantly, we need to connect with each other in the flesh. Only when we sit down with each other over a cup of coffee or around a drum circle or in a quiet moment on a back patio do we get the whole story. And even then, we have to show up vulnerable ourselves. And that really is the key. Let us open ourselves to each other and talk to each other in person, quietly, away from cameras, about what's really going on. Find occasions to have somebody to share your story with and to listen to their story, the full story. Let's start interacting with each other, or reclaim interacting with each other as three-dimensional, flawed human beings. It's harder to do on social media. It's much easier to do in person. So yeah, there is an irony here. I'm talking to you through a social media vehicle. And I'm not telling you necessarily about my sleepless nights or my worries about this or that. I'm trying to be as open and vulnerable as I can on this platform. But frankly, I'll never share the fullness of my life with you in the same way that I might if we were sitting on the back porch here together, chatting in person. So let's find more of these occasions to sit down on the back porch and have a heart-to-heart with a friend or a relative. Let's find out who we are again and find out who each other is. Be well.